Hi.
Hi. Tell them who you are.
Sure. My name is Lee Murphy-Wolf, and my company is called StepOutToShine.com, where self-employed entrepreneurs will have business foundations and brilliant breakthroughs.
Great. And so tell them when you joined us.
Sure. So I joined CABS in June.
That's the nickname is CABS,
sorry.
Client Attraction Business School. Now you can refer to it as CABS if you want.
Yes. Well, now that you're insiders, yeah, it's CABS. So yeah, I joined after Monetize Your Message. So I've been a member since June, and I was starting pretty much from scratch because I was a health coach, and I was scared out of my mind because I wanted to make a switch into business coaching, and I didn't know if I could do it alone.
And so what was your business like then, or your income, or whatever you're willing to talk about?
Sure. What business?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, you know, I was a really amazing hobbyist. So I'd kind of dip my toe in the water, pull it back out. I'd have a client. I'd disappear for 4 months. I'd do something else. I told myself I had a business because I couldn't admit that I was too scared to build one, but I really, really wanted to. So that's pretty much where I was, and then friends and colleagues kept saying to me, why are you not business coaching? People come to you to talk about marketing and business models and all these things that you love, and you're not doing that. And I thought, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. So I had to clear out a lot of my limiting beliefs like you've been talking about, and get clear, and I started researching mastermind programs and came to Monetize Your Message, and I knew that you guys were the right people to help me move through.
Yeah. Why were we the right people, and why was this the right opportunity?
The environment is so different from any other school I'd looked at. You know, the marketing foundations and the business curriculum's amazing, but the community is first rate. You just cannot get a group of people who are so caring, so honest, and so committed to your growth as you will in this group.
Yeah. So what's transpired?
Well,
in 6 months?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing because the first month and a half I did a lot of flailing around, the waffling, all the kinds of stuff we talked about, terrified still, and then I had a good butt kicking from Gail one day.
Your coach?
Yes, my coach, and talked it through, woohoo! And once that happened and I broke through, I got really clear, and once my purpose and my mission, everything lined up, it literally was like dominoes clicking, and then it was like rocket fuel. Since then, I mean, I've really been seriously out there for about 6 weeks. I've got 6 clients in coaching programs, one-on-one with me. I'm launching a group program in January, and I'm also starting a women's group in my apartment in November. So just a few things going on. Yeah.
Well done. You okay with sharing numbers?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was kind of the extent of the numbers, but I'd be happy to tell you more. I mean,
well, then, how do you feel? Don't say numbers. How do you feel about your income so far in the last?
Oh, I feel like I have one now. So that's a good thing. And what I'm finding is I went from being afraid to talk about money to now I pretty much will tell people what my rates are when they have the conversation. And they're already like writing a check or ready to start. They're throwing money at me to get started. It's like flies to honey. And I'm like, wait, I haven't done the conversation yet. I'm thinking, you know. So it's been that lined up. So it feels really natural. I feel like I'm charging the right price in the right moment for the right services, and it's just going to grow.
Yeah.
And it's going to be of deep service.
Yeah, yeah, give her a hand.
And I had one other thing to share around money, because I think this is probably really important to share. So when I was in Monetize Your Message, I knew I was in the right place because I was bawling like a baby halfway through it. I'm like, this is it. I'm doing this. And my hands were shaking. And I was at dinner with Susan Guthrie, a member of the growth program, and another woman, Susan Gans, who's not here today. And I said, that's it, I'm calling my husband. And they said, you're doing what? I said, I'm calling now and I'm having the conversation. And I was really, really afraid to do it because I'm thinking, well, he's going to say, what's the proof to spend this kind of money? And it's like, honey, this is the time, it's now. Do you love me? Do you trust me? This is the best investment we're going to make in our life. Do you trust me on this? Let's do it. And he was scared. He freaked out a little bit, talked him off a ledge, and he said, okay, you know what? I do trust you, and I know it's going to be amazing. And here we are, 6 months later. We're having a conversation during vacation, and he says to me, I always knew that I wanted to work with you, and now I know it's definitely going to happen, and it's not even a matter of not believing it. It's completely possible, and sooner than you think. Wow.
really beautiful. What's the best advice you can give them around making a decision like this if it speaks to them?
The best advice I can give is to lean in and know if you're being pulled that strongly. Just trust that the universe is giving you a sign and you are meant to be here and you're going to be lifted by all of these people. And if you're afraid to have a conversation with your spouse about it, open up to the possibility he or she may surprise you. You have no idea what's waiting.
Give her a hand, please.
Right.